Britain claims to be the most cosmopolitan city in the world, with the second largest community of international students, bringing in an estimate of 3 billion a year to its economy. In 2007, the estimated income from the export of international goods and services was 13 billion. Paul is a student who is in a serious financial situation. This documentary is about his experience as a self-funded international student.
I'm a self-sponsored student coming from abroad that make me an international student in London. Living in London has been quite interesting. It's always a city where I wanted to study. Well, you meet a lot of students from many other countries and you get to know a lot of people. I really wanted to study in London because it's mainly a very great base of financial service in the whole world, and having a degree here and a bit of work experience will be great. And since I've been here, I observe one thing with the transport, the price always go up and up. So every year we somehow need to add up about £5 on your daily, or should I say, no, we'll say around £3 on your daily traveling each year.
Obviously, if you've never been to the UK, you don't know how expensive things are. Especially if you're coming from another country, it's quite difficult to gauge how much you actually need.
The university, well, they can't really help international students. They are a private organization that kind of run a lottery to help students with fees and so on. In a year, they help one or two students. It kind of sounds like a joke anyway. How can you do well if you don't have time to study? You don't have time to focus in your book, in your coursework. You must be at work, and when you reach home, you are extremely exhausted. My grades are not very great. Not because I'm not smart, really. However, being always tired when you reach your lectures, or being late, or coming late for a test or an exam because of work and stuff, really affects you psychologically. Your reading, your study, your research. You don't perform at your best efficiencies.
We see international students as after they've done their first semester and they've realised things are much more expensive than what I actually realised, and that's when they're actually in a bit of financial hardship.
I'm in my third year too, but I've been suspended now for a year at university because I couldn't afford my school fees for the semester. So I still have a project to submit, and I think 2 modules to complete. So it's been a year. Try to work hard and gather enough money to go back. I can't really work many hours because employers are fined for employing students for more than several hours, and eventually, if you're not studying in the same time, it make you like you become like an illegal worker, really. You're not studying. That means you lose the right to work 20 hours. So you basically have to find some employer that can really help you to get by, really.
There is a limit on the amount of hours that international students who are here on student visas can work during term time. Obviously that limit is 20 hours currently, although there is a new immigration system coming into force in February and things will change slightly. The reason there is this 20-hour limit not only is to encourage students to put the appropriate number of hours into their study, but it probably also is linked to the idea that most full-time positions need to be filled with a UK national.
As soon as you make money, you have to pay the rent, you have to pay the transport, and saving is not that easy. I've been unemployed now for about 3 months now. I live on pennies. I live on £1, on £2, £3 a day. I have to be very careful. When I see people dropping these red coins, like 2p, 3p, it's a lot of money to me. Put together, make 5, and a few more will make 10 pence. And you can always go around and in a market, grab something to eat. I can't really make friends because having friends mean that going out, night clubbing, or maybe a restaurant time to time, or, go for a drink. It's so much, it looks like a luxury to me. You feel very lonely, very economically segregated. And, besides that, I try to seek help around here and there. But it's hard for anyone in my case. I've been away from my parents and family for several years now, and I can't visit them, they can't visit me. I'm completely drained. I can't afford to travel back to see them or some holiday. Communication is expensive, and email, you have to access and pay something for that. It's been very hard to afford anything. So somehow friends come in a rescue. They give you a bit of bit here, a bit of cash, a meal. Or sometimes when you become homeless, you go and crash to the place for 2 weeks to this friend and that friend. Become everybody's responsibility, and it's a bit shameful. Yeah, it is shameful. Yeah. So I have to say, it's been very heavy on my study performance. I cannot be really ashamed of my result because the grade are not very excellent, not very brilliant, and but I know it's not it's not me working, it's not me achieving, is the exhausted, tired rundown of me that is put to do this degree. Yeah. I love another chance. Yeah. That would be great. Another chance. Well, maybe that will come. Yeah, I actually played the lottery. Hopefully I'll win one day. You just never know. You just never know.
Well, this makes me wonder, is it really just about the money, or the UK is interested in helping international students achieve their personal aims?